Hey guys, thanks so much for joining me today. My name is Jessica, and if you're new here, you are very, very welcome. I am a pregnant mom of 2. I have a toddler and also a 9-month-old infant. I know, crazy. And this pregnancy has been the best that I've ever had, so I'm very happy to bring you guys updates. I'm sorry that I had to combine these last 2 weeks, the 16 and 17 week. The time just got away from me. That's probably going to continue to happen because, like I said, I have 2 little ones. And if you guys hear any external noise in this video, I apologize. I have my baby sleeping right now, thank goodness, and I have my toddler playing. So you'll probably see her in and out of the video. It's just part of it. I film these things when I can. So let's get right into the video.
For those of you who are interested, I also wanted to invite you to check us out on Instagram. My handle is @mental.health.mom, and there you will find additional updates as well as me sharing some of my favorite products and fun things that are happening throughout the week. See you there.
At 17 weeks, the baby is approximately as large as an onion. So cute. The baby is able to both suck and swallow at this point, and the baby is starting to get some baby fat. So it's going from looking like a little stick figure with these long limbs to an actual baby. The baby is able to make some facial expressions. I think we talked about that a couple of videos back, but those facial expressions are being perfected now. And also the baby's eyes are working. So the baby can move its eyes side to side and can perceive light as well, although their eyelids are still sealed. Now at around week 16, I started feeling a lot of round ligament pain. If you are in your first pregnancy, you probably feel a lot of stretching in your uterus. Your uterus might even feel like it's aching a lot, and you can actually feel the stretching. I remember feeling that a lot in my first pregnancy, a little bit in my second one, but definitely a lot in my first pregnancy. Actually, a lot of women find out they are pregnant because they start having abdominal pain, and there's really no other pain. I'm not saying like severity wise, but there's no other pain that feels like the pain whenever your uterus starts stretching. It's a very unique pain, so a lot of women will actually go to the hospital complaining of abdominal pain and find out they're pregnant. But if you're in your first pregnancy, you're probably feeling that. Like I said, this is my 3rd pregnancy, so I don't feel the stretching really anymore, and I just had a baby, so my uterus is really still stretched from the other baby. I swear to you guys, like, I think my body still just thinks I'm pregnant with my 2nd child, but I definitely feel the round ligament pain. So the round ligament is the ligament at the bottom of your belly, and you might get some sharp shooting pains from that. I do feel some stretching with that. I actually start wobbling pretty early on in my pregnancy, and most people think that's something that you do at the end of the pregnancy, but I actually start wobbling in the 2nd trimester as I start getting that round ligament pain, because actually walking just straight forward further stretches that round ligament, and waddling side to side takes a lot of the pressure off that round ligament pain. A belly band is really nice as well. So of course there are lots of different types of belly bands. This is the one that I use. I apologize, I don't know the brand, but you see it has some lumbar support right here, which is really nice. That goes around the back, and then this goes around the front. It detaches with some Velcro, so you can make it as tight as you want. This is really a lifesaver for round ligament pain because it helps support the weight of your belly and take a lot of that pressure off of your round ligament. Lightening crotch is a thing right now. Oh, the lightening crotch, you guys. It feels like a knife in your crotch. It really does. And I'm feeling it a lot less than I did with my other pregnancies. I know I will start to feel it more at the end. That's just the joy of pregnancy, especially as your cervix is ripening. You get a lot more lightening crotch, but I think it actually helps a lot to feel some of these pains earlier on and consistently. It really curbs the intensity of labor to get more acclimated to these pains that you will experience in labor as well. Shortness of breath. I'm always short of breath. You can probably hear me a little bit right now. I'm struggling even though I'm doing nothing. Your blood pressure lowers a lot at this time of pregnancy, and so it kind of leaves you short of breath sometime. I also feel really faint and lightheaded a lot of the time. There are many occasions where I feel like I get up too quickly and everything just kind of starts spinning and I'm seeing stars. And all of that is attributed to that lower blood pressure. So at this point, you also want to be really careful about your baths. Warm baths are great for the pains that you're feeling at this point in your pregnancy, but hot baths can lower your blood pressure even more so. So you really want to be careful that you're not getting your blood pressure too low by taking a really hot scalding bath. I think my brain is just decorative at this point. I don't actually think it works or serves really any use at all. I forget everything. I actually mixed up a date that we were supposed to be doing one thing, and I invited people to my house during the same time, and I screwed everything up. I find myself writing things on the wrong date in my calendar. I know I've talked about this earlier in my vlogs as well on my pregnancy updates, but it just keeps happening. Right now, my brain just positively does not work. I'm very foggy all the time. I'm very forgetful, and I feel really dizzy a lot of the time as well. I'll sometimes just be standing in one spot and the room just starts spinning. I try to make sure that I'm staying really hydrated. Again, that can be difficult to do because I live in Florida and it's very hot right now. Yesterday, the temperature in my car said 96 degrees. 96 degrees. That's insane, and it's just going to get hotter. I'm gonna have to go this whole summer being pregnant, you guys. But dehydration can cause a lot of these same symptoms. I think it's just a double whammy right now because it's really hard to stay as hydrated as I need to in Florida. And I'm also having these drops in blood pressure just because that's the stage of this particular point in pregnancy. So I'm just trying to take as good a care of myself as I can, which is also hard with two little ones. The headaches really come and go. They're definitely not as severe as they were in the first trimester, but I do get headaches quite often. Sometimes I'll just go the whole day and I have like a headache above my eye, sort of like a caffeine headache, but I haven't given up caffeine. I'm making sure that I'm drinking safe amounts. 200 milligrams and below of caffeine is fine when you're pregnant. I get well below that. I have like 80, maybe 90 milligrams of caffeine every day. So the caffeine doesn't have anything to do with the headaches, but the headaches are definitely there. Again, just a symptom of pregnancy. Yay! My skin is a lot better than it was in the first trimester, but it's definitely not perfect. I don't have necessarily that glow yet. Toward the end of the second trimester and then all of the third trimester, that's when all of my skin problems go away. I don't have perfect skin when I'm not pregnant. Skin is sort of the thing that I fight with. I have oily and in some places combination skin. So it's always sort of a struggle for me. I never have perfect skin anyway, but at the end of my pregnancies, like particularly during the third trimester, my skin is glowing and perfect and beautiful, and there's like not even a pore to break out anyway. So I really enjoy that time of the pregnancy where the skin is just perfect and I don't have to worry about it for once in my life. But right now is not that time. It's still not at that stage yet, even though it is better than it was in the first trimester. The first trimester was like going through puberty, you guys. The mood swings, the skin, the greasy hair. So my nose is super drippy all the time. I know a lot of women get a lot of congestion, like 30% of women experience a lot of congestion during this time of the pregnancy that stays with them till the end of the pregnancy. I know my friend Charlotta, I will leave her channel linked below. I mentioned her last time as well. She actually had a lot of trouble breathing the whole time through her pregnancy, and it just sounds miserable, the poor thing. I haven't had any of that, thankfully. My nose has been very, very drippy though. Again, I live in Florida, pollen is everywhere. It's literally covering everything, all over my car, it's all over our pool. And so I'm not sure if this is just a symptom of pregnancy or if it's because of all the pollination that's happening in Florida right now. I don't know. You guys tell me. How are your noses right now? I still get really tired during the day. Again, I'll have these windows of time that I feel exactly like myself and I can just do and do and do and be almost manic running around the house getting things done. I'm so happy to have some of my energy back. But suddenly it's like I will hit a wall and I am exhausted. Sometimes it feels like physical exhaustion, and then other times it feels like I'm just incredibly sleepy and can't keep my eyes open. So it's still, the symptoms still seem pretty arbitrary, but I do remember going through something similar with my second daughter. I think sometimes your body just has to work a lot harder than others, you know, when it's perfecting different areas of your baby. And so that's to account for, you know, those changes in fatigue. It's not easy to create a human, you guys. It's just not. So I'm still paying a lot of attention to the amount of iron that I'm getting. A lot of you guys know, or in case you haven't seen my other videos, I struggled a lot with anemia in my first 2 pregnancies, especially in my second pregnancy. And the different symptoms of anemia are body aches, trouble breathing, fatigue, insomnia, a lot of the things that you experience in pregnancy anyway, but it's at a whole other level if you're anemic. I'm really trying to get the majority of my iron from natural sources. So I'm eating a lot of spinach, a lot of watermelon. A lot of people don't know that watermelon is a good source of iron, but it is. And so I'm making sure that I consume a lot of those 2 things so that I can get some natural sources of iron. But I am also taking my prenatal vitamin, which I love. I did a small review on my prenatal vitamin in the last video. I'm doing a more in-depth view of the prenatal vitamin in a couple videos that I'm posting after this one. But yeah, I take the Ritual prenatal vitamin. I really, really like it. But as far as the anemia is concerned, I don't feel like I'm struggling so much with those symptoms anymore. The main way that I can tell I need a little more iron in my system now, because I don't get really the insomnia or the fatigue as much as I did before, I can really tell that I need iron if I'm just overly achy, really sore. That's when I take... Hi, baby. You want to say hi? Oh, you have yogurt all over your face. Say hi. Oh, and my other one's awake too. Yeah, I can tell that I need some more iron if I get really achy. Yeah, that's how big the baby is. And so if I'm really achy, really sore, I'll take an additional iron supplement. I have Ferrolet 90, and then I also have just an over-the-counter iron supplement as well that I believe is 60 milligrams. Now, my iron supplements were prescribed to me, like I said, and the ones that were prescribed to me are actually a little stronger than the supplements that I get over the counter. And so before you take any iron supplements, before you worry about whether or not you're anemic, definitely talk to your doctor or midwife. And there are some really uncomfortable consequences of ingesting too much iron. You know, you can get really constipated, you can have some abdominal cramps, and there are even some more serious side effects as well. So definitely check with your doctor or midwife if you suspect that you are anemic, and definitely before taking any additional iron supplements. We got everybody in the video. Say hello. You woke up so happy. She just took a 3-hour nap. Oh, did that feel good? You feel so much better now. Oh, and Tinny found ice cream. Good, that's my ice cream. That's my ice cream. All right, you guys, that's pretty much it for today. It's perfect timing, right? So thank you so much for joining us. Thanks for embracing the chaos. And I hope you are really enjoying your pregnancy. If not, hang in there, mama. I know pregnancy can be really, really tough. So anyway, I will see you guys next time. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Good job. Can you say bye-bye? Okay, bye, 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 bye.
Bye bye.
Bye, guys.